Lesson: Communication. What are the possible types of channels of communication? Wire pairs, coaxial cables, radio and microwave links, and optic fibers. State the functions of wire braid in coaxial cable. Wire braid acts as the return path for the signal and is earthed. The earthed outer braiding shields the inner conductor from external interference. Define amplitude modulation. In amplitude modulation, amplitude of the carrier wave varies, in synchrony with the displacement of the information signal. Define frequency modulation. In frequency modulation, frequency of the carrier wave varies, in synchrony with the displacement of the information signal. Define bandwidth. The bandwidth is the range of frequencies of signal. State relative advantages of AM and FM transmissions. The quality of the received FM signal is much better because of the increased frequency spectrum. FM signal also suffers less noise. The area covered by one FM transmitter is much smaller. The bandwidth necessary for FM is greater. AM transmission is simpler and cheaper than FM. What is digital signal? A series of highs and lows, with no intermediate values between them. What is noise? Noise is any unwanted random signal that adds to the signal that is being transmitted. State advantages of digital transmission over analog transmission. Digital signals can eliminate noise through regeneration amplifiers. Modern digital circuits are more reliable and cheaper to manufacture than analog systems. Multiplexing is possible. Error correction is possible. They are easier to encrypt for secure transmission of data. State the function of analog-to-digital converter. Analog voltage is sampled, at regular intervals of time, and the value of the sample voltage measured, at each sampling time, is converted into a digital number. How to improve steps in recovered signal at the receiver, and hence the faithfulness of the reproduction of the initial analog signal. Using more number of bits, hence more voltage levels, and sampling at a higher frequency. How to improve steps in recovered signal at the receiver. Using more number of bits employed in the system. More number of bits provides more voltage levels to measure the signal, hence smaller the step height. Sampling at a higher frequency. The higher the frequency, the more often the wave is sampled, hence smaller the step width. The uplink frequency to the satellite is different from the downlink frequency. Explain. Uplink signal is greatly attenuated than downlink frequency. Uplink signal received from Earth is not swamped by the downlink signal that is transmitted back to Earth. Frequencies of the order of gigahertz are used for satellite communication. Explain. Higher the frequency, lower the attenuation by atmosphere. What is attenuation? Loss of power. What is meant by attenuation of a signal? Loss of power of a signal. In analysis of signals, log scale is used. Explain why? In order to condense the scale of very large or very small variations, and to make the numbers more manageable, the power levels are compared, on a logarithmic scale,